Hi, my name is Benson Saulo. My family is from Western Victoria, connected to four nations, starting at Swan Hill, called Wemba Wemba, and travelling south, Jedwabne, Wirigai, and Gunditjmara nations. And on my father's side, connected to New Ireland Province in Papua New Guinea. For my family in Nekonomon in West Lavongai, and the Mungatirian clan on the west coast of New Ireland. In 2012, I became the inaugural host of IndigenousX after meeting Luke Pearson at a conference, which we were discussing what does the constitutional recognition look like and what does it really mean for our people right across the country. And what took me was Luke's passion for engaging people, to understanding people's experiences and their stories. And he also shared a really powerful vision of actually having a safe space in which conversations that connected Indigenous people and non-Indigenous people could take place, and they could work towards constructive common ground and common understandings. In just 3 years, we've been able to see IndigenousX grow to engage tens of thousands of Australians and indeed people right across the world in conversations that not only talk about the history and rich culture of Aboriginal Australia from a traditional standpoint, but also discussing our rich contemporary heritage. So looking at what are the things that are really impacting us now in 2015, and also looking at what does the future actually hold for our communities, and how are our people driving this and as being a force for self-determination right across the country. The thing that I gained most out of hosting IndigenousX and being a part of the community that Luke has been able to develop and build over the last few years is the amount of support. And so I was really fortunate in 2011 representing Australian youth at the United Nations as the Australian Youth Representative to the United Nations, and coming back to Australia, being able to maintain those networks online, being able to ensure that there was a place for safe conversations to happen, for people to ask real questions, for people to ask questions that you can't find in the books, and questions that and find answers that aren't being taught within our schools. And so for me, I was able to gain a lot of support and a belief that we can really work together on common ground. I was also able to gain a lot of inspiration. So seeing the turnover of such amazing curators and special guest hosts of IndigenousX over the last few years. We've had artists, we've had freedom fighters, we've had activists, we've had community leaders, just being able to draw on their knowledge, to understand where they're coming from, to respect their position, not necessarily always agree with their position, but understand where they're coming from, and being able to add to their conversation has been really powerful. I'm really looking forward to what is to come for IndigenousX. I'm looking forward to the future curators. We're constantly discovering the new and amazing and talented Aboriginal people right across the country, which we're able to tap into through IndigenousX, and hopefully one day that we'll aim to have everyone on it and curating. I'm looking forward to the role it will play in influencing the future discussions around Indigenous affairs, and the role that Aboriginal people play in deciding issues and discussing issues that influence their or impact their communities right across Australia. And also for Luke, I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for him. He's an amazing mind and someone that I really look up to in the way that he's been able to engage people and bring people along for this journey. And I'm really looking forward to see where that journey is going to take us all.